A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel. In this particular session, I'm going to be reading a comment out and I will explain to you guys why this problem is happening. It's by Aurora Isis and the comment says, and crazy because media and the people are making me mad, just throwing the twin flame collective around or copying just to say that they are one and use it loosely, not knowing the test and what it is to be on the journey. It gets deeper because it's not about the other counterpart. And when you really do healing, it shows and you move from even the labeling. It's about self and shifting the collective along with growth. So I want to explain to you why so many people who are in the twin flame journey, they just don't understand what this journey is all about. And they believe so many other channels or whatever information is just being passed around. And why some of you also get irritated with this problem because you see it happening around you and you are like, oh my God, why can't these people just figure it out? Or why are they so blind? Why are they blindly following the content creators who are not even giving them the real thing, the real truth? One thing I want to say to you is if you are getting irritated or you are really annoyed by this type of blindness that so many people are showing, number one, actually it's good for you because you are the one who is getting irritated, which means you are not in that group where people are just thinking twin flame is some kind of a romantic journey and the end goal is to get married or to get engaged or to just attract someone specific in their mind, and that too in a romantic setup. And I keep saying this because romance is very low frequency, but true love and unconditional love is very high frequency. So a lot of people are drawn to it. It's also because of a couple of reasons. Number one reason is that some of them are just drawn because they hear stuff or they read stuff. Like, for example, this celebrity, so-called celebrities, Machine Gun Kelly and his girlfriend. Someone today also was writing to me and saying, oh, twin flame is what they talk about. So I told them, dear so-and-so, whosoever you are, you have no idea that these people, Machine Gun Kelly and his girlfriend, Botox Barbies, they have not created Twin Flame Journey or Ascension Journey. This is created long time back. This has happened so many years back, thousands of years back. And to that person also I had to tell that person that when I wrote the book, it was 2010. Your Machine Gun Kelly and his girlfriend, whosoever, they didn't even know this term back then, So some of the people look it up on the internet and they see a series of things written about twin flames, like it's the most beautiful romance or it's this or that. And then they think that, even I can get this type of love. But the idea about love, first that needs to be corrected. What is the idea of love? Does love mean it is sexual? No, because love is not lust. But then why these people are sharing this concept in this way? Because they only know that much. You can only give to others what you know or what you have. If you have the truth inside of you, you will spread the truth. If you have love inside of you, you will spread love. But if you have illusion within you, if you yourself are struggling with illusion and false stuff, falsehood, false love, then that's what you are going to spread around. Why these celebrity relationships don't break that easily is because you have to understand these are very egotistical people. Most of these people who are doing great in mainstream media, they have a very big ego and they have a strong connection with the physical identity. So both people, they stick around because they get publicity from it. Now that Machine Gun Kelly and his girlfriend, Megan Fox, they cannot break up that easily. Even if they're struggling with each other, even if they know it's a very toxic relationship, it's a stupid relationship, they cannot break up because they have publicized it way too much. And in a way, that's good. It's good because initially they said, oh, we are twin flames, we are twin flames, we are twin flames. But they don't know what twin flame journey is all about. It's not an easy journey. It's a spiritual journey. It's a spiritual and scientific expedition. It's a divine intervention. It's not like two people meet, they're hot and sexy and they're this and that. And you know what? It's twin flames. She left her husband, who was a good man. This Megan Fox's husband was a good man, but she left him because she was bored of him. Nothing against anyone, because I read a lot of stuff on the internet and a lot of people think that whatever Machine Gun Kelly is saying about twin flame is correct, and everybody else is, they don't know anything about twin flames. But these people found out about twin flames very recently. In March 2022, he released this song which has around 6 million views or something. But then they have created more confusion, and they have created confusion not only for themselves but also for any youngster out there who's going to read this song or the lyrics or listen to this song, because they have again presented it to be very physical, sexual, and there's a lot of confusion. And he says in the song also that it was the woman who told him that, hey, we are twin flames and we are aligned and we are blah blah blah, supposed to be together. So that's not how most twin flames find out about twin flames. They usually find out about it after entering a relationship, and when there is crisis, there is testing, and then they start looking up like, what's the problem? Why am I facing this situation? I can't understand this relationship that I'm in. And then it is followed by runner-chaser dynamic. So one person, it is about the individual, and that's why I really like this comment that was shared on this channel by Aurora. She very correctly says that it's about self and shifting the collective along with the growth of the self. So when we grow, when we ascend as an individual, we take the whole collective together with us. That's why we do collective channelings and readings, and we share information, we share the downloads that we receive, so that other people can benefit, whosoever listens to this type of content, and they can get themselves enrolled in therapy, or they can get a one-on-one session. If they have confusion, they can get some hand holding. And if not that, if they have still not reached that space where the root chakra is still not healed, then they can use this content and benefit from it. So many people don't know it because they're looking for a romantic union, and romantic union is an illusion. As long as they will keep looking for the romantic union, it will not happen. And in my experience also, I feel that whenever somebody has come back to me, and they've come back to me multiple times, initially when it was still the runner-chaser dynamic, the hot and cold phase of any relationship that I was into, I would just accept them and be like, okay, fine. But I realized that this accepting again and again, it's not working, because the people are not changing. The person is still the same. The problems are still the same. And in some cases, if you feel that, okay, this relationship is a doomed relationship, it's a toxic relationship, and then you enter another relationship thinking that, okay, this doomed relationship is not for me, the other one is pretty much the same. Why? Because the individual who's perceiving the relationship is still the same. They have not changed. So when you change as a person within, automatically outside reality changes. And those people who were difficult, toxic, they were not listening to you, they were not paying attention to you, they did not respect you, those people will turn around and start telling you, hey, you're the best person I ever met, or you were really right about everything you told me, and I'm so sorry, I should not have hurt you, I should not have misunderstood you, and blah blah blah, so many things, so. But I'm not saying that you should wait for that. I'm not saying that, because for me, I don't want anyone to get confused. You are wonderful and amazing whether someone apologizes to you or not. If you're hurting, if you're sad, don't wait for anyone to show up to your door or to your phone or wherever in your life to say sorry, and only then you will be fine. If someone hurts you, you know that. And you are the one who validates it. And when you validate that, yes, I'm in pain and I'm hurt and I did not deserve it, or next time I'm not going to do this, or I'm going to do what I love and not do what other people want me to do, automatically things will change. So don't wait for that apology. The apology will happen when you stop waiting for it, just in case you're still waiting for it. Or don't wait for that phone call. Don't wait for that message. where they write like stuff to you and you're shocked, like, oh my God, I was not expecting this. Don't wait for that. And that's why I keep telling people, get out of the waiting energies, because of the waiting energies, you still have an expectation in your head. You're still doing a lot of things to please them unconsciously or subconsciously. You don't know it. Most of the times people are programmed so deeply since childhood that they just go on pleasing other people, like all the time. They never stop. So even when they break up, or even when they're in separation, or even when they're alone, in their heads, they're still doing that. So whatever they share on social media is shared keeping them in mind. Whatever they wear, wherever they go, that person is running in your head. So you need to get out from that zone. Get yourself out from there. Forget about those people, because they're going to live their life any which way. So you got to live your life as well. And no, it is not correct that you are supposed to marry your twin flame. I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people don't even know if that person is their twin flame or not. They could be assuming that a person is their twin flame. It could simply be a catalyst in their life who is leading them to do inner work. Because inner work is the key. Surrender is the key to growth and progress in this journey. If you're not going to surrender, if you're not going to do inner work, and most importantly, if you're not going to do your mission work, nothing is going to change. They will still remain the same. And that's why I say that if you're clueless, if you don't know what to do, then heal your solar plexus. Don't heal anything, don't do anything, just focus on healing your solar plexus. And if you heal that, or if you work in that direction, you yourself will start seeing an immediate shift or a visible shift, if not immediate, but you'll start feeling peace within. You'll have a lot of confidence on yourself. And the more you do it, the more you chant the solar plexus sound, the more things will shift faster and faster and faster. And the most important thing that you will see changing is your finances. Your financial condition and situation will change, because this sound can also heal the astrological problems in your chart. This is like one simple method can shift everything, your energy. And if you have doshas means in everybody's astrology chart, the Vedic astrology, the horoscope that I'm talking about, you have certain gifts and you have certain doshas. So doshas are basically the problem areas. Maybe the planetary position is not correct. Say moon is not in the right place, or Jupiter is somewhere, Mercury is somewhere, it's placed somewhere, and it's having certain impact on you. So when you heal the solar plexus using the Ram chant, you will automatically see that even those planetary problems or positions will start helping you out. They will become more friendly. The problems will literally start appearing less to you. And you will derive a lot of strength to face challenges. You're not going to say, oh God, don't give me challenges, don't give me any problems. I want a very easy life. I want a comfortable life. I just want to just enjoy, just life should be a bed of roses. All of that you will not say. You'll become very practical, intelligent, smart, and you'll be like, well, good and bad are two sides of the same coin. Or happiness and sorrow is just brother and sister. They're always around. But what you do to me, what you do for me, my masters, angels, guides, source, Shri Ram and Sita, please make me a strong person, such a strong person that no matter what challenge is thrown at me, I accept it with a smile. Like, I don't get affected. People would think they're throwing a stone at you, but by the time the stone reaches you, it turns into a flower. So you convert your curses into boons, into gifts. That's how a twin flame ascensioner should work. Do things and live their life on those lines. So great comment. Thank you, Aurora, for enlightening all of us and sharing your frustration. I also used to be very frustrated, because imagine I have to deal with sometimes people and I have to explain it to them. And more than the people who take personal sessions, it is the people who used to, write those comments and say those things. And then I realized that maybe it's a part of their learning too, For 3 years, 2 years, they're going to do this. They're going to be in the waiting energy. They'll listen to all the other channels and all the content that gives them false hope. But after that, they will come back around and they will realize that, she was right. I need to do inner work, and I need to do my mission work, and I need to stop acting like an obsessed person. She was damn right. But that time that they put into understanding that, even that is important. Some people take 2 years, 3 years, some people take 1 year, some people figure it out in just 6 months. And some people get into therapy, they work with me, they figure it out, but again they go back to the same ditch, the same materialistic hole. Because of inner work, they become very attractive, and suddenly, people are just flocking around them, and they don't know. They still feel that, oh, this is love and I should do this. So they just pick someone who seems to be the best option. And again, after a while, there is problem in paradise, and then they realize that, oh God, no, I made a mistake. I should have continued with my therapy, or continued with my inner work, or my research, whatever was, working out for me. I'm not saying that you should not settle down with people, or if you find someone nice, you should not get along with that person. But please remember, if there is lust involved, if there is only or a lot of sexual attraction involved, then it will have an expiry date, okay? But if you're a totally healed person, or if you're healed like a lot more than what you were healed before, maybe you had 20 wounds, now you have 10. So you see a person coming towards you, you understand that love does not happen in a day or two. Love takes time. It's not a 6 months thing or a 2-week, 3-week crash course. It takes time. It takes a couple of years to understand. And that's why I have noticed that people who've come back to me, they have come back after having certain experience over due course of time, say 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, even 10 years. And there's nothing to brag about. I feel, as I said, if you do your inner work properly and you're totally dedicated to mission work, then it will happen to you also. It's not a big deal. But you have to be dedicated, and it has to be organic. You have to really have the urge of healing, fixing yourself. When you and source integration becomes your number one priority, then you will see that people will come back to you at any cost. And not just one or two, all of them would come back. And you would be like, wow, everyone is coming back to me. They all want to talk to me. They all want to be with me. And as I said, I am the one person who can even show you the receipts, but then that will not happen on a public platform because, as I just said, I'm not here to brag about it. And this is not even the priority. Very rightly said in this comment also that it is about self. It is not about the label of relationship, or it is not about the other counterpart. So when people come back to you, it's just one of the things. It doesn't surprise you or shock you at that time. But when you're obsessed with a person, then even if they send you one message or one phone call, you go like, oh my God, wow, this person is calling me, this person wants to be with me, they want to hang out with me. None of that would happen to you. And they feel it. Everybody feels the energy shift. It's not just you or anyone else. Even a normal person who's not doing any inner work, even they would come up to you, walk up to you and tell you that, you know what, you've changed. And you would be like, really? But I was always like this. So what do they see? What changes in you? That anxiety is gone. The depression is gone. The expectations are gone. So you become like a free person. Why other content creators cannot do this? They cannot share anything in personal sessions. Publicly, I don't want to talk about so many things, There are certain things which we can share and certain things which we cannot share. But in personal sessions, whosoever has taken a personal session with me, I have shared a lot with them. Whatever they asked me about my journey, I shared with them. So if you also want to know more about my journey in detail and, how I figured it out and what happened and, what's the stuff, what are the things that truly helped me, you can also take a session with me and you can write to me after going through the description box. But just one friendly disclaimer is that kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me, because I use intuitive tools and spiritual modalities to help people out. And many a times your questions are more important for me, not my story. My story is not even that important in your journey, trust me, because you can see it. You can also see my energy. It's not like I have to prove anything to anyone. And this is the thing that others are doing. They're proving it to you. They are trying to show you or trying to tell you that, hey, look, I'm in union. I can help you get into union. Sure. And you're like, yeah, help me out. So you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to sit with another person. You don't need to tell them that, hey, I got a divine counterpart, so you'll also get one divine counterpart. Because this journey is not about divine counterpart. It's not about the relationship completion. Otherwise, you look at the world around you, there are 8 billion people. I think half of the population is married. What's the big deal in marriage or engagement or relationship? Nothing. If you're not going to grow, you'll go to the grave like everybody else and you'll be reborn again. You'll be like back on this planet again, playing the same game again. So we don't want to do that. We want you to like get free from this cycle, this loop of birth and death. And this doesn't mean that you'll never come back to earth and you'll never reincarnate, because I've noticed, and I've even seen it in my own masters also, that most volunteers are very eager to come back again and again and help people out. And that's why they become ascended masters, because they do it with their own wish and will. Nobody forces them. It's not like they're supposed to be born and they're supposed to do this because they've got karma. They don't have any karma. And still they choose difficult templates. Still they choose hard life. Still, they do a lot of work just so other people can gain from them, via them. Sometimes they take big risks also. They'll take such big risks for you. Risks for you. For all of you all. Why? Because they want planet Earth to ascend. Their whole goal is to volunteer and to contribute. So they keep coming back, but they keep coming back with their own choice. They have the choice. And yet they want to volunteer. But other people don't have a choice. Other people are just in the loop. They are stuck. They don't have the freedom to say, okay, I'm done, I don't want to do it. And that's why a lot of ascended masters have special powers, they have great powers, they have great wisdom, and no show off. They never take any credit for it. They never say, oh, I'm so powerful, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Never. You'll never see them doing that. They will be like, everything is done by source. Everything is done by God. God is the actual doer. And we are just the devices and we are just the medium. And that's how every twin flame should think and they should operate. Like, of course, they have to share certain things and certain messages and they have to live in a certain way. People will have communication and talks with them. But as I said in one of the comments also, life is not about right and wrong, because right and wrong is also duality. Life is about doing the right thing in the right time as per the situation and as per the context. This is the great wisdom that a twin flame needs to possess. You want to call yourself twin flame, ascensioner, light worker, starseed, it's just a label at the end of the day. The main crux is that you should be able to respond accordingly. That's it. Now, whether you're single, whether you're mingling, whether you're married, whether you're engaged, whether you're divorced, it doesn't matter. Trust me on that. And I know you will not hear this information on any other twin flame channel, because they are so stuck with the twin flame. They think that twin flame means two people. No. Twin flame means two flames, two similar flames. And when we say flame, flame actually is symbolic of soul, of knowledge, of fire, of light. So two similar flames. Whenever two similar flames come together, eventually they form one single flame. But why relationships play such an important role in this journey is because relationships also act as catalyst. Why? Because this whole world is actually programmed by the media. Media is responsible for creating an illusion of romance. Media is responsible for putting people into love addiction. And that's why I keep talking about celebrity relationships also from time to time. And you must not skip those videos, because I share very important points. A lot of people think, oh, it's not even a channeling. I don't know what my divine masculine is doing or feminine is doing, so I don't want to listen to it. That's the wrong approach. That means you're still in romantic illusion. When I talk about these celebrity affairs or breakups or relationship patterns or their toxicity or whatever, even some people are good, that is to tell you guys that this is what the society is being influenced with right now. The youth, the people, how people consider love, what they think about love. So when Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott get together, they get into a relationship, all youngsters want that. They all want to be billionaires. They all want to be rappers. They all want to, get those big, huge ass lips or big butt, or they feel that if I dress up like this, I'll be like Kylie Jenner or I'll be like that. But please look at her life. Being a billionaire, being a Botox Barbie is still not helping her get the relationship or the type of man that she wants maybe, or she thinks she's worthy of. Even she's getting cheated on. Being a billionaire is not stopping her man to cheat on her, to run away from her, to leave her alone, or whatever it is. So who's happy? They create this image that somebody who's in a high position, like even on Instagram, if you have 50,000 followers, oh wow. Even on YouTube, if you got these many number of people watching you, wow. My point is not like how many people are watching you. My point is, what's the quality? What are you dishing out for them? And then most importantly, what are you doing with that money that you earn from YouTube or Instagram or whatever the source is, or selling your books or selling your content? That money has to go into your mission. Your mission needs resources, and you are the nurturer and the provider because you are the twin flame. You are the person, one single individual who possesses two opposite polar flames inside of you. You were gifted at birth. Please also check my video, You Were Gifted at Birth. In that video also, I have spoken about this concept. So a person, an individual carries the twin flame energy, which means an individual has both masculine and feminine energy in them. And they can operate from both the energies. They can act as a masculine and they can act as a feminine. But because they don't know it, they will only act like a masculine or feminine as per their programming. If in their childhood they were programmed to act more from their emotional side, they will act accordingly from that emotional standpoint. If they were programmed to be very practical, logical, mathematical, calculative, whatever, they will act from that particular energy stance. But what if they don't have that energy in their core? What if a man who's being very logical, very practical, very calculative, very mathematical, very this, very that, what if that man actually inside in his core has feminine energy? Will have a problem. So being in the twin flame ascension journey is a grace of God. It's a very beautiful thing that you have in your life. So this is where I'm going to close this session. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you also have any questions about twin flame journey, be it frustration, be it anger, whatever it is, even if it's romantic, you can ask me in the comment section. And if the question is good and I feel it will help the community raise their energy and vibration, it will help them in their inner work, then I'm definitely going to share the answer of it. Thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you so much for doing all the effort that you're doing, the inner work that you're doing. Going within is really the right thing to do, and if you're doing that, then I'm thankful to you for that also. I will see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.